Hi everyone, this is Carlo here from Ringwood Volkswagen. Firstly, thank you so much for your purchase with us. Today I'm going to do a walkthrough virtual tutorial on this incredible Golf Mark 8 GTI. Just a reminder, this car does have two packs on it, which is a sound and vision and the luxury pack as well. Let's do this. In regards to locking and opening your car, so you just have your proximity key near in your pocket, close proximity to the actual sensor. This is a keyless access vehicle, so by pressing that button there, it will actually lock your car and the mirrors do fold in. Yep, and then to open it, open hand and then pull it open. Very easy there. All right, there is a little feature that you do get with the car as well, is if the windows are accidentally stayed open, if you actually hold on to the lock button and hold on to it just a little bit, the windows actually go up, which is a really great feature as well. Okay, in regards to releasing your fuel cap and accessing it as well, so the car must be unlocked. There is no lever in the actual car, so car is unlocked, just push the lid open like so. It does show you the information that you would put, what type of fuel you put in the car. It is 95 premium unleaded. Most people you do use 98 as because this is the GTI. Now to close the fuel cap is just doing the opposite and just pressing it in until you hear the click of the suction cap. Now to fully lock the car, lock the actual fuel, you got to lock the car itself, and as you can see, an example, it actually won't open up. All right, how to operate the boot release. So moving towards the badge of the GTI here, just the top of it, by pressing in the middle of the V letter of the badging, lifting it up like so, and then you'll see that this is the boot area. So you'll notice that there is a cargo blind, which is easily removed by using these toggle strings. Very simple in regards to it, releasing it that way and then looping it through back to it, and you can remove that from there. Going in the back there, you do have your 3 top feather anchor points. Yep, and you also have access into the middle section of the car by just releasing that and going from there. So you also see these little lips here, just there. That there is to actually hold your boot lid. Just lifting that up and then like so actually will hold your boot. So what you'll notice there is your space saver that has, including your subwoofer. This is included with the sound and vision pack, so that there is your subwoofer, and that's there when you do need to change wheels. You just need to unclip that and then like so, untwisting it and turning it that way. So just tighten it by that. You do have 2 handles here as well, so you can actually take out the subwoofer safely. Do have your tools required in regards to undoing all your tires, your flat tire, and please keep in mind that is your lock nut bolt key to unlock your lock nuts on your wheels. Okay, pushing that down. Right, now closing your boot, there's a little handle here you can grab, and actually gives you an instruction there as well. Just pull it down and like so. Looking into the back seats of the car itself, as you can see, you do have your ISOFIX points readily available for you. A lever here, pull that down, and you also get that double chamber cup holder as well. Lifting that out, you can also have the lever to get access in the boot by just pulling this lever and then like so, and pushing it down from there. pulling that up from where it is. See, like that. All right, so you also have, as you see, you have your tri-zone climate control here with 2 USB-C ports available for charging in the back. All right, over to the driver's door of the functionalities of the buttons here. So from the top there, you do have the locking and closing buttons to lock the car from the inside. Also, you've got the door handle. Do have the side mirror function controllers. So in regards to the R, meaning right side mirrors, you can use that as a joystick like so, and then over to the left, use the joystick. Car must be switched in accessories as a minimum for it to operate. And then the bottom right hand corner, I don't know if you can see that, but that's actually your side mirror demisters as well when your side mirrors are a little bit foggy and you can't see through them. So on the left hand corner, you do have manual folding for your side mirrors as well. So if you're into hard to park places where it's quite slim, that will actually help as well. Do you have your one touch power windows, as well as a lock for the rear windows, so kids in the back can't open the windows. In regards to releasing your bonnet, there's a lever right next to your acceleration pedal. Grab this lever, pull it towards you, closing the door. As you can see, releases there. Now you'll find there's a lever on the left hand side. Pull it towards the left, should I say, on the right hand side, and then you'll find little holder there, and then you'll find that little hole there is where you insert it in. So go from there. All right, so with this GTI, it does have the luxury pack, so you do get your memory seats as well as your electric power drivers. So here, to move your seat forward, just push it from the back here. To push it back, then you can actually use the back release comforters as well by doing all that, and actually moves. Then you also have your lumbar support in regards to your back. Good positioning for comfortable support. You do have 3 different memory seats settings for yourself and your partner and who else, a third person driving. So to be able to do that, you just make sure you set all your seat the way you want it. Great, I've set it. So press set and hold 1. And then it just dings for you, which is great. So to activate it when you get in the car, if someone's changed your position, you just hold the button where it is and then it'll go back into the position itself. All right, moving on to your display of your controls of your headlights as well as your front and rear windscreen demisters. Here you'll have the options here in regards to the modes. So you press by mode, actually is on auto. Turn that off, it switches all those lights off. So turning that front fog light on, and then you can also turn the rear fog light on as well. So switching that off from there, press the mode again, it actually switches off all the lights itself. So if you just leave it on auto, has all the lights when needed. You do have your rear demister button and also your max front demister windscreen on there as well. Okay, in regards to the right hand stalk, it will operate your wipers front and back. So to operate that, as you can see, by using the toggle, the stalk up or down. So it's actually in off mode at the moment. That's intermediate, and then low, and that's high, low, intermediate, off. And then if you just want to do 1, by pressing that. Now to use your wipers for the back, you push it towards the actual dash and it will actually put the rear wipers on. If you want to hold it towards the dash, if you hold it longer, further back, it will actually wash the rear wipers as well. Now, to wash the front wipers, you pull it towards you, and then at the top here you also have the sensitivity of how much you want to use the automatic rain sensors as well. Moving on to the left hand stalk of the vehicle, you do have it here. I don't know if you can see it, however, by given the fact this is a European car, just remember the indicators on the left hand side as a reminder, and by clicking up this will go to right, and clicking down it will go to left indicator. There's also a function for your high beams as well, so if you push that, it actually has a in the middle of a white symbol, so that's automatic high beams. If you press it again, it's just your normal high beams as you're manually doing it, and if you want to set it for itself, you push it towards you like so, and then it switches all off. If you want to flicker someone, just flick like that. On here as well, you do have your assist systems that you can toggle down to, and you use these arrows here to actually go down, up and down. All right, what you'll see here is a little minus symbol here, and there's, on the other side you'd probably notice it too, there's a off and plus. This is actually your sports paddle shift for your manual driving on this steering wheel. So to activate it, you just need to just pull towards you, and then minus meaning down gear, plus meaning up gear. If you accidentally press it just by accident, you can just put it towards you, pull the toggle towards you on the right hand side, and it will actually go back into drive mode itself from the last function you had. All right, so to adjust your steering column, your steering wheel, there's a little lever at the bottom here, pull that down, and you can, as you can see, by putting it through and pulling it up, you can actually push it down as well. And then if you just adjust it the way you want it, like that, you pull this lever again, and then locks it in as well. So a bit of a firm hold there for you. Moving on to the right hand side of the steering wheel, this will actually control your center digital dash here. As you can see, very much reminds you of Tron. Now, so to know how to do these things, it's pretty much these arrows here. What you'll find in the arrow purposes, this side here will work the display, what display you want on the right hand side. So if I choose audio, just press OK. Yep. And then if you don't like that, you can actually just go back to, you have your speed as well, which is again your digital speed, and then from here press it again if you don't want any display at all, like me, go from there, so on and so forth, like the other side as well. So very easy to do. Now this part here, with viewing purposes, you do have particular viewing purposes you can. That one's just the normal GTI with the RPM gauge. Then you also have the dual gauge, which is the tacho and the RPM. And then you also have this function here where it actually just shows the whole mapping system of the car, which is I love. So then you go back to there again, and you can press that for its back to its default. Now on here, there's actually a steering wheel that actually has heated on it. So there's 3 ways you can actually put this on. So steering wheel heated on, you can have 3 functions. You can have it, a little bit warm. You can have a little bit warm, not too warm, probably just a minimum, and then you can switch it off again by pressing it 3 times. Now here is the tuning purposes. Now this steering wheel, just let you know, These buttons are actually haptic, so they do vibrate to you. So again, there is no actual hard buttons, so you might feel a little bit of a vibration when you're pressing buttons itself. So that just changes stations itself as well. Now this part here is your voice command control, which is obviously you can tell the car to do your air conditioning, anything to do with the vehicle itself. That's functionality. You can call people with it as well, so it's actually a really good function if you want to utilize that function there itself. All right, moving on to the left hand side of the steering wheel for your functions of your adaptive cruise control, as well as your travel assist and speed limiter as well. You do have your volume buttons at the bottom here, so it is again touch, it's haptic. So as you can see, you can slide it across and then move it across this way here as well. Now this button here actually tells whether your adaptive cruise control is deactivated, or you can actually activate it by that. And in the middle here is when you can choose, you can allocate what distance do you want to keep it at. So it's 5 seconds, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, and you have your last 5. Then this part here is when you press the travel assist, will actually help you, or just launch for you in regards to go straight to 30 kilometers per hour. Basically give you your travel assist of just normal cruising straight off the traffic light as well. It will start in increments. It will start at 30 kilometers. So if you'd like to add 10 to it, you just do res plus 10, and then set is minus 10, and then plus is increments of 1. So plus 1 and minus 1. Very easy to do. Have a bit of a play with it. Obviously it's a really great system as well for you. All right, moving on to the center console of the Golf GTI. So you do have your beautiful armrest here. You can pull it towards you and give you a little bit more armrest. If you want to have a little bit more armrest and have the rest a little bit higher, you can do that by just lifting the compartment up, and you'll hear a click, and then push it down. You can actually slide it back and forward. Just to reset it, you just pull all the way up and then push it all the way down. You find here, guys, is where your cup holder and your key holder is. So you can put your keys there as well, and here is where you can put your coffee cup or anything you want to hold securely. To be able to do that, you just put your cup down and then press this button, and it will actually release a clamp for you as well. So pushing it back from there, you can do that. And you do have a 12-volt plug. Yep, if you do want to utilize that for extra charging. Now from the gear stick functions, you do have the auto hold button. So that actually it's very much like hillside assist, or if you want to if you're stuck in traffic and you're there for a while, you want to give your foot a brake. So this car will actually, once you press the brakes itself, you can release your foot off the brake and the car will hold for you, whether you're on flat ground, downhill or uphill. Top here is, above that is the electric handbrake. So very, very easy to work. You put your foot in the brake to release the handbrake. By pressing it down, it deactivates, and it lights up when it's actually in park brake mode. Then you have the drive gear stick. So I'm going to turn the car on. So basically, if you push the car, make sure your foot's on the brake, put the car in reverse. As you can see, that's what you get in the car. Then you can put the car in neutral by pushing it down, as you can see, and then you flip it down to drive, and then we'll go into drive mode. Now if you go down to drive again, you can put it into sports mode 1, and if you do it again, you'll reset it back to drive mode. So very easy to use there. Then up the top here, if you want to park the car or just put the car in park instead of just putting it back in park, just press the button and it actually goes into park mode for you as well. Now, to start the engine itself, your car must be depressed, your brakes must be depressed, and you press the vehicle like that, like so, and then you can switch it off like that, and to turn it back on from there. If you don't want to start the car and just use the accessories, so once you switch it off, you press it without pressing the brakes just once, and it will turn your accessories on. Above here, guys, is where you have your suitable but amazing phone charger, wireless phone charging. So you just slot your phone through here. It's also a little bit of cover there for you, so it hides away and gives you more of a cleaner finish. And like, you do have the aluminum lights here as well, part of the interior lighting that you get with this vehicle. You also above here, you do have the 2 USB-C ports available for you to charge your phone if you have wires available for you. All right, moving up the top here, guys, this is to operate if you do get the luxury pack with the car. It does come with a panoramic roof, just show you that. So firstly, I'll just operate the actual haptic light system that you have with the car. So by just tapping the lights like that, it actually turns the lights on, same like so, and then to switch it off by pressing that, and you go from there. You also do have the symbols that if you need to know if as a driver or if anyone's seatbelts are off, whatnot, and as well as the doors are open there as well. So to operate the sunroof here, if you just press this, actually will tilt the sunroof. If you'd like to open the sunroof, just swipe it like that. If you want to stop it, just swipe it forward, and if you want to continue closing it, just swipe it forward like so, and it actually closes for you. You do get a manual handle for you to close the actual roof itself, which is quite cool. And then also at the back here, you do have your haptic lights that you can, as well as touch, just for, there's no actual hard buttons, but you can actually touch them and operate that by just like so. All right, moving on to the 5 controls here you have underneath the center screen. So you have assist. This is your IQ drive assist. So anything blue on this is easily accessed by just pressing the button, or pressing the actual item itself by just playing around with it as well. So you do have your driver alert system, and if you'd like to get information about it, just run through those little options there as well for you. Gives you an explanation of what that is. Go back and then go into this section. So you're going to really you actually use the digital cockpit Pro. This is what you get in the actual car itself. So it's like a little tablet that you have. Then you've got your driver alert system again. So then you have your adaptive cruise control as well. So switching off there and going back to the park menu. So this is where you can actually go into your reverse camera mode, and that actually shows up there as well. So if you press these buttons here, any of these little motions here, you can actually do back view or that normal view. Color wise, you can actually adjust the color or the contrast like a TV, which is great. And then from this part, just pressing that as well. Going out of that, by pressing it again, you do have your park assist button there as well. Now, how this works, you can actually get the car to help you assist you in parking. So basically how this works is when you're driving towards a car spot, just make sure there's immense amount of space between you and the car spot. You indicate which side you're looking at, so you indicate, and then you press the park. Actually, it shows you that diagram as well, what park you'd like to do, right? So once the car has passed the actual space in regards to this the spot you're looking for, the back car has to pass it. Once the car has recognized that it has found you a spot, you need to stop and then put the car in reverse to activate it, and then let go of the steering wheel. Do not touch the steering wheel, because it's basically you're telling the car that you'd like the car to control the steering wheel itself. Now you control the braking and the acceleration in the car, and the car will ask you to either put the car into drive so it can readjust itself, however you want it as please. As soon as you touch the steering wheel, you're actually letting the car know that you're taking over the steering as well. All right, so going over to the modes itself, the modes is where you can do your mode systems, so your eco, your comfort, your sport mode as well, which is great. And then you can individualize your driving by just setting it. In this part here, you do have all your different types of steering and drive, and what you can individualize what type of driving you want to do in that section. So it's a little great section there. I like to have my car in sport. Obviously, being a GTI, I'm sure you'd prefer it that way as well. Now, at the bottom here, the top here, you do have all your climate controls. The reason why I would say that is because when you press the climate control here, you can actually adjust like any of your options here as well by pressing this button, and then to actually use your buttons for controlling the climate. Okay. Now, volume wise, it is touch haptic, so you can slide across or you can tap it. And if you want to switch off the aircon, just pressing that off like on that button there. And then as well as the air care, you do have air care. Air care must be can only activate if the air conditioning is on, which it actually tells you please switch on the air conditioning. So that's it for that one. And then switching it off, going into here, and then you also have the hazard lights, as you can see by pressing that. It actually puts the hazard lights on for you. All right, this is just an extra functionality for you guys. So because you did get the luxury pack on the Golf GTI, you do get heating and cooling ventilated seats for the front passengers, for the front passenger and the driver. So to access that, you just go into here and just press these buttons here. So it cools the seats, 3 different options as well, and the same thing with the heated seats. So 3 different options as well. Same goes for the passenger side. Now, in regards to just the dual zone climate control, basically by switching it on, if you want to just use the actual the driver's side as the master, just make sure you sync it. That will be the master side of things, and that will be the other side for the front passenger if they'd like to control it themselves. All right, moving on to the apps or the functions that you have on the center display. So telephone, basically this will actually help you pair your phone, very easy to do. So just go to your Bluetooth settings on your mobile and look for the VW 2969. Those numbers there is actually your last 4 digits of your VIN number. So it will differ from every vehicle. However, once you see that on your vehicle, press that number. It will ask you to pair. Just follow the prompts, and it will actually pair your phone quite quickly as well. So the radio, functionality here is very simple. If you'd like to have favorite stations, this is all the list of the stations you have available, which is great. And if you'd like to say Fox is your favorite, you just hold on to the button and basically press the plus sign, and it will actually make that station a favorite. If you want to check your favorites, you can just go into your favorite section up the top where the love heart is. And if you'd like to delete any of the favorites, you can. So you can delete all, or you can just do them individually as well. So by just doing that. So in the media itself, you do have your Bluetooth as well as your My Media, which there are no devices at the moment, obviously, but then you can actually work it out from for which type of music you want to hear from, whether it's a radio or your actual Bluetooth itself. All right, moving on to the navigation of the car. So basically here is a very good situation of how to enter the address. Just basically very self-explanatory in regards to the car itself. Then you just enter the address for where it sits, which is great, and then it will actually take you to the spot there as well. So with the settings, you do have your route guidance here, right? And you also have road sign, so you can actually turn on your map as well, which is great. All right, you can have your speed warnings and warning over a certain particular speed that you'd want. So going back to the settings there, navigation announcements, obviously anything to do with announcing of things on the road for what it is. It's comprehensive. You can actually do brief or notifications down only as well, which is great. So you can minimize the voice that's actually coming out of it, which is fantastic option. Your basic patterns here as well, and you can also do your define preferred point of interest as well. So I believe you can only do up to 8. So if you'd like to have charging stations, airports, they've got a very long list, which is quite cool. Just go from that, go back to settings, and then again, same goes for that as well. So your favorites, it's actually a really great system there. So your map, that's what you can do, and also here you can go up, you can do it slow, you can minimize it, and just like a tablet, guys, and show where anything is as well. So getting out of that. All right, moving on to the vehicle itself. So this is a really great feature of it. So you can actually do your interior and exterior functions. So we'll start with the exterior. You've got your comfort lighting as well, so you can do all those items here. I keep pressing these actual buttons itself, but again, exit lighting duration in regards to your comfort light settings, entry duration as well. So you actually get a welcome light when you do exit the car, or so an exit light and also a welcome light. Actually, it has a duration of how long you want those LED lights to shine as well. So going back to there, with the mirrors, you also have the synchronization adjustment as well as the lower in reverse gear. Now, with the lower in reverse gear, the actual joystick must be sitting on the left for it to actually to be activated as well. So then you have your headlights. Same goes. Basically, you can just stylize it for how you want it to be as well. Then you have your tires, which is your tire pressure, which is great. And then you also have your comfort lighting as well, so which I've already gone through with you. So the interior, heads up display, really cool thing. The car does come with heads up display, which is amazing. I believe that comes with the sound and vision. So in regards to that, obviously you can just do the positioning for it. I don't know if you can actually see what's in the, you can see it slightly there, guys. I don't know if my camera is good enough to see it, but you can actually move it up and down. You can see it as I can, by pressing that as well. It's really quite cool. And then going up to here, you got your cockpit as well, where you can do eco tips and all that, which is great. And then you have your interior lighting. Now, interior lighting is really great as well. instrument switching on to minimize. You can actually make it a little bit brighter if you'd like, or you can design it as a dark as well, which is really cool. So it's like night mode. I actually prefer dark mode, which is great. Here, this is just the driver's seat convenient entry function as well. So, okay. All right, so you have, next is the Apple Connect. You do have the capabilities of this, of your phone being an Android Auto compatible, as well as Apple CarPlay and also Mirror Link. So please connect your mobile device to your entertainment system via USB, or press the button at the top for more information as well. So again, really great function there to use your phone onto here. There is an actual tutorial on how to use the Apple or Android Autos in our YouTube channel, so please look out for that. All right, next we have the sound here, which is a really great feature. You do have the photo of the inside the cockpit of the car, or a bird's eye view. So again, surround wise, you can change the actual what sound goes to where, and then you can focus it as well, and then you've got the balance fader as well. So again, you can minimize what goes to what hertz there is as well, which is really great. You can change the different styling, which is the Harman. You got that. Just changing all the settings as well, which is really cool. And then go from there. So you got energy, live, chill out, and pure as well. So really good functionality there, guys. All right, so we have our background lighting. This is the background lighting where you can change your interior lighting. So basically you can do the individual mode, and we can change it how you'd like it, and all of a sudden when it goes to normal color, actually starts changing the color of the inside as well. So you've got 30 colors you can choose from. You can do the brightness, what colors you want. Mood wise, you can actually change the mood as well. So to that, vitality. So it's a really good theme that you have here as well, and you can change all the brightness for the items. As you can see, it's got infinity there. So then you've got the orange lighting in the skirts of the inside of the car. Really awesome there. All right, so you have the last one, which is the help button. This is just more of a digital manual for you. If you don't like to go to your book, this gives you more of a rundown on what you can and can't do, operations and customs as well, which is really great. And you can do your voice control from there. So here gives you more feedback in regards to what you can and can't say, and what the car will do and what we'll listen to as well, which is really great. All right, moving on to the display itself. If you flick it across here, you can actually do the viewing. There's 3 actual pages, just like a other phone is. By pushing it across here, you do have those options as well. So really great feature there. There you have it. That's the walkthrough video and the virtual tutorial on the Mark 8 Golf GTI with sound and vision and luxury pack. Just bear in mind that some of the features in the vehicle operating wise would be only included with the packs that you put on the car. So please make sure you discuss that with your salesperson. Please hit the like and subscribe button below. They'd be really great. Your feedback would be absolutely phenomenal. And guys, I'm Carlo from Ringwood Volkswagen.